Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Uplink, and today I have a Domination on Summit. You're gonna see my class and score streaks pop up right now, and yeah. So let's get to the game here, and this is gonna be a Domination strategy breakdown video. Actually, the last strategy video I did had a lot of hits. I don't know why. I'm just gonna try and do a similar thing and see if I can get those views. And I don't know. I mean, if you're watching this and you're not subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button. I'm gonna have a lot more content coming daily now. I'm gonna start to mix things up quite a bit, and but yeah, I'm with my buddy Mad Pro Hamster in this game actually, and I picked this game because it was a good win, first of all, and there's a lot. I already watched it. There's a lot of examples of successful spawn flips. Like right here, I wanted to flip the spawn because the A spawn trap is a lot better than the C spawn trap on this map, and that's one thing that you have to know with Domination. If you're looking to get better at Domination, you need to know the spawn traps. I know a lot of people say that spawn trapping is cheap and it's like really stupid or whatever, but like if you want to do good at the game, do things that work, and spawn trapping, it works. I honestly don't think it's that cheap. Like, if you can't break out of a spawn trap, there's something wrong. I guess I could probably do a video on how to break out of a spawn trap. You have to have the communication of your team, that's one thing. But anyway, with Domination, B is the key, and I mean that, like, wow, like 100%. I can't be more serious when I say that. You need B in order to succeed. Like, if the other team has B and they're decent players, chances are you're gonna get spawn trapped. And you obviously want to have a home flag, and see, what I try to do is push them back into their C spawn far enough to the point where they start spawning behind me, and then when they do that, we take C, and then that forces them to run to A, because like as a Call of Duty player, your first instinct is, oh, they're taking our flag, that must mean that they're not at their flag, so they run to the flag that you want them to run to, and that's the goal. Like when you want to flip spawns, the goal is to push them back until they stop spawning where you're spawn trapping, and then take the home flag. And like if there's a side of the map with a better spawn trap, basically there's 3 key places. Like, there's 3 exit routes, okay? I'm gonna pause the gameplay right here. There's 3 key exit routes, basically, to every side of a spawn. Okay, so at the A spawn, you have the path that goes up through the middle, and then the path that goes down, like, along the edge of the cliff or whatever. You have that alternative route through A, I guess, but basically it's the same choke point. You come out at the same area. And over on C, you have the C spot, that's your choke point, the middle, and then the part down by the cliff. Those are 3 spots where you can get out of the spawn. And if you're in a successful spawn trap, you want to be locking those down. And see, we successfully flipped the spawns there, and it just so worked out that we have C and B now, and they have A, and that's what we wanted, because I remember calling my streaks right here, and I was like, ah, you're over there, they're gonna lose the spawn trap. And so you can see we don't have guys pushing in their spawn very far, and they're spawning back behind that house. Like, that's a big thing with Domination. You want to find out where they're spawning, and you want to kill them as they're coming out of their spawn, because if you do that and you have 2 flags, you're gonna win. I can guarantee it. If you can hold a successful spawn trap, you're gonna win. It's just that simple. Luckily, it kind of sucks when you're playing with a team that just has to always be rushing into their spawn, like rushing into the spawn because they think they're just gonna kill everybody, but then people start spawning behind you, and then the spawn flips, and it's just like really screwed up. I hate playing with people that do that, but I'm gonna talk about how to flip. Like, okay, so if you Alright, if you're at a disadvantage and they have, let's say, like A and B and you have C, or you have A and they have B and C, either way, but if they have B in one of the home flags and you can't get B, what you want to do is get at least one other person to go around the outside of the map, okay, and then try and choke them at their spawn point, and then once you get them spawning in a different area, take A, okay, and then, or C, either way, but when you start to take one of those flags, that once again pushes them to the other side of the map, so that kind of moves everybody out of the middle. They're like, oh, we're losing A, we better go get C, because we need a home flag. And that's when you go and take B. I've done it many, many, many times. It's one of the best strategies that I know. I've won close games because of that strategy, and I can't think of any better strategy, honestly. And yeah, it's just, like, you can kind of see the spawn started to flip a little bit because I started pushing in towards the end of that game there, and so they were spawning down farther, like on the cliff. But I catch myself pushing spawns a little hard sometimes when I don't want to. But yeah, that's like one of the most effective ways to take B. Go and take the other home flag, because then that pushes them to take your home flag. All the guys that were in the middle and not watching over B probably went to the other flag, and that's when you just run up the middle and get B. And then you just hold a spawn trap. Like, Domination's a really simple game to play. It's the most fun. I can get the most kills in it. I don't know, like, it's a really good game, like all-around game, like game mode. It's it's probably not the most fast-paced game mode out there. I would say probably Hardpoint or one of the like single objective game modes, Headquarters. Those are all pretty fast-paced. Don't get me wrong, I like playing those, but I've been playing Domination since I started playing Call of Duty, so I'm more aware of strategies and stuff like that. So like, I can sit here and rattle off tips for Domination all day because I have so much experience with Domination, and that pissed me off right there, what just happened. But yeah, also you have to figure out who is gonna cap flags and who's gonna defend flags, and who's just kind of gonna do both, like be the utility guy that like needs to. If you're playing with a full party, that's what you want to do. You want to have. It's ideal to have two guys that capture flags, just mainly if they need to. Like, if you lose B, their main objective is to get B back. That should be everybody's main objective, but you can't have everybody going to B, because then they'll flip it, take C, pinch you at B, and then they'll just take that over, and then you'll get triple cap. So you don't want everybody going for one flag at one time, you know. You want to have, ideally, two guys, their main objective is to capture flags, two guys is to defend B, and have one kind of close to your home flag, just in case it starts to get taken or something, and then two guys spawn trapping. That's, when I play with a party of 6, that's what I do. I have two guys spawn trap, maybe 3, maybe one of the guys that are capturing, like their objective is to capture flags, and then I have the other guy switch between. If we have C and B, then we don't need to capture any flags, because triple capping is just stupid. And so the two capture guys they don't need to capture any flags. Like, if you have a home flag and B, so like I have them help spawn trap, and it's just a really good strategy. And like, that's ideally what you want to do if you're playing with a full party. Two guys main objective capturing, two guys main objective defending, and then two spawn trapping. If you have the home flag and B, have the two guys capturing help spawn trap or defend, either way. And that's the easiest way to play Domination. And if you know the choke points, like press start when you're in game, like right before the game starts. Look at the mini map. It's really easy to tell where the choke points are. Like, I could probably do, it would take a lot of time, but I could do some sort of strategy guide for every, or close to every map, I guess. If that would really help you. Like, if you want that, like, comment below. I'm probably not gonna need a lot of comments, I know that, but still, like, just saying, if you want a domination strategy guide for, like, every map, I can do it. I have all the maps in Black Ops 2, and, like, I think I'm probably going to do the same thing on Ghost. I'm going to analyze the maps, go over them, go over the best choke points, stuff like that. But, like, if you press start, it's really easy to find choke points, you guys. It's just, you look for basically 3 lanes. You can see them both on either side of the map on this map. And this is probably one of my favorite maps for spawn trapping. That A spawn trap that I've been at the whole game, standing, I'll point it out again. I'm sure I go back, oh, well, the game's over. But yeah, so that's all I have to say about Domination right now. Comment below if you want to see a strategy guide for every map. 82 and 13. Buddy Mad Pro Hamster went 18 and 5. 18 and 5. And I didn't have any captures because I was trying to spawn trap, but I had a lot of defense. So that's it, you guys. If you have any questions, comment below.